Never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
After pressure makes diamonds, put a diamond under pressure. It wouldn't last a second like the snow in hot weather. Concentrated efforts to further my dedication, but it wouldn't mean a thing if I miss. And determination had to take a step back and re-examine observations. Kinda like a bad dog till I was running out of patience. The ones I call my friends don't support but pray and make it. I can walk on tight ropes just to be your entertainment, but it's nothing deep. I'm heading for the peak till I deserve to sleep. Hard to see the dream you wanna live, but you don't even sleep. Push until the morning hits your face in the darkest. Keep strategizing steps to be your foot of the greatest beings. You know you working where you can't even reply to your text. The ones that get it are the people that you call it your friends, and buying assets with the money that you thought you could spend. Life is hard, but I'm working till I really forget of the pain and the trauma in the past. They just flip my whole perspective as I shift to a man. They bite the hand that feeds cause it tastes better than the food. Understand that if I left, then it really is for good. Plans to make it better than I ever thought I could, cause I realized the mind is the limit and not the hood. Cornered by mentality, conditioned by economy, convicted by community, to beaten by adversity. Redefining my life behind the pressure. I'm only human if you mind the stature. Prepared to make it regardless of all the measures. Pushing time for a price behind the pressure. Redefining my life behind the pressure. I'm only human if you mind the stature. Prepared to make it regardless of all the measures. Pushing time for a price behind the pressure. Sorry that I loved you, all I had to do was let you go. Never been at ease from the time we ever dated, but you always were amazing. All you had to do was let it show. If you ever miss me, do not hesitate to let me know. Feeling too much pressure for depression. If I'm pushing confession, it's to a mic and not a priest in a booth. 100 times you find me speaking the truth, unless I say it's a lie. I see deception when I follow your eyes, so why the hell should I believe you when I'm reading the signs? Materializing the vibe, so I go straight from the fire. Visualizing my life before I make my desires. Purify the mind right before taking a dive. If I ask you for assistance, then I trust you in this instance. Lot of people switch when I choose to focus on missions. Posting about doing the thing, it's not doing it. I know that I'm gonna make it, don't have the time to be proving it. I'm redefining my life behind the pressure. I'm only human if you mind the stature. Prepared to make it regardless of all the measures. Pushing time for a price behind the pressure. Redefining my life behind the pressure. I'm only human if you mind the stature. Prepared to make it regardless of all the measures. Pushing time for a price behind the pressure. Redefining my life behind the pressure. I'm only human if you mind the stature. Prepared to make it regardless of all the measures. Pushing time for a price behind the pressure. Redefining my life behind the pressure. I'm only human if you mind the stature. Prepared to make it regardless of all the measures. Pushing time for a price behind the pressure.
And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works.